beautiful, sexy, smart, intelligent woman I ever met in my life.
It was like one small, tiny, itsy-bitsy incident with Ra and one of Yandy's friends, but it was nothing.
It's all the whole Remy and Pap situation. None of it was true.
I don't have nothing to do with that.
Okay.
I have been open in all my relationships that I've had. All of them.
Well,
I probably have 4 boyfriends online so far.
Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support, you know what I'm saying?
Today, we're diving into the tangled situation between Papoose and Remy Ma. And honestly, things are getting messy. At this point, it's starting to look like Remy is refusing to let Pap go, even though he seems more than ready to move on. So what's really going on here? Let's rewind a bit. Papoose stood by Remy's side while she served time in prison. He supported her career, kept her name alive, and proved himself to be a devoted husband. For years, he was her rock. But now, the tables have turned. Remy's career is taking off, and she's been seen out and about with Easy the Block captain, making it pretty clear she's moved on. The twist? Now that Pap is trying to move on with his life too, Remy's acting like she still owns him. Things are so awkward that even Claressa Shields, the boxing champ, is ready to step in and defend Pap. Seriously, Claressa isn't just a fan from afar. She's been showing support for Pap publicly, and her recent birthday shout-out on Instagram raised a lot of eyebrows. Here's what she wrote. Happy birthday, King Pap. So grateful for your life, your music, your wisdom, and your loyalty. You are truly one of a kind. May God bless you with many more years, and even quicker hands, because today you're getting all your birthday punches. Love you, Poppy. Yep. She called him Poppy and ended it with love you. That wasn't just a sweet birthday wish, it was a statement. A loud one. If that wasn't a not-so-subtle message aimed at Remy, I don't know what is. But this isn't just about feelings. There's more going on beneath the surface. Word on the street is that Papoose might be looking into filing for spousal support. That's right. The same man who supported Remy for years might now be entitled to a piece of her financial pie. And let's be real, Remy's not exactly jumping to hand over any of her hard-earned money. You see, while Remy was serving her time, Pap put his own career and plans on pause. He made sure she had everything she needed, even helping relaunch her music career after she got out. But now that she's building her own empire and getting cozy with someone new, she doesn't seem too eager to let go of the past, especially if letting go means potentially sharing her success. Meanwhile, Pap has been asking for a divorce for what feels like forever, but Remy's dragging her feet. And now that women like Claressa Shields are stepping up and showing genuine love for him, it's starting to feel like Remy is holding on. Not out of love, but out of pride or even financial fear. Claressa, on the other hand, isn't shy about where she stands. She's all in for Pap, but even she's getting fed up. Remember those leaked text messages? In one of them, Claressa told Pap straight up that she was tired of being treated like a side piece while he remained legally tied to someone else. She reminded him that he was still the one married, and said the least he could do was let her know when he got home safely. That doesn't sound like someone playing games. That sounds like a woman who's serious and done with the drama. And then there's Remy, who fired back with some wild accusations. She claimed Pap threatened to call the police on her and even hinted that she had audio recordings of him being aggressive. Pap denied it all, saying Remy was only acting out because she was bitter that he moved on. And honestly, that checks out. Remember Christmas 2023? Remy was booed up with Easy the Block captain like she didn't have a care in the world. She didn't even try to hide it. The same Easy she was all over during that rap battle, practically confessing her love for him on stage. So if she was so in love with her new man, why is she still hanging on to Pap? Especially when Easy has reportedly moved on already, with not one, but 2 younger women. Yep, he's not looking back at Remy, and Pap seems like he's trying to move forward too. But Remy, she's holding on to those divorce papers like they're a winning lottery ticket. So what's really going on here? Is Remy struggling to let go because she still has feelings for Pap? Or is it more about power and control? Maybe she doesn't want to be the one who gets left behind. Maybe she doesn't want to risk having to pay alimony. Or maybe, just maybe, she doesn't like the idea of Pap being loved by someone else who actually treats him right. Whatever the reason, one thing is clear. Papoose deserves peace. He stood by Remy during her darkest moments. Now that he wants a clean break and a fresh start, he shouldn't have to fight for it. Claressa Shields is ready to stand by his side, and a lot of fans are too. It's time for Remy to stop holding on to what's already gone. At the end of the day, love should never feel like a trap. If the marriage is over, let it go. Pap deserves to be free and happy.
I'm only gonna address this shit one time. Since y'all wanna be on the front lines. Hey, yo, Remy, don't you love me? Yeah. See, right there, that's the punchline. That's the punchline.
If you thought things were already wild, hold on, because it's getting even juicier. Claressa Shields and Papoose are giving serious relationship goals. Their vibe is the kind that makes other couples take a second look at their own love lives. And if anyone was still wondering whether they're really locked in, Valentine's Day made it crystal clear. The two of them jetted off to Hawaii for a romantic escape, but it wasn't all palm trees and fruity drinks. Pap was out there making moves, and Claressa was showing love every step of the way. While they were enjoying the island breeze, Pap was also hosting the first ever Hawaii Fest. That's right, even on vacation, the man is about his hustle. He didn't keep it a secret either. He jumped on Threads to share how the event went, proudly saying, "The show was phenomenal. So many stars came through. We broke records, we made history." Okay, Pap, we see you. Making money and memories all in one trip. And while he was out there leveling up, Claressa kept the romance strong. She posted an adorable video of herself serenading Pap on the beach, singing that old school tune, "Just the two of us, we can make it if we try." It was cheesy in the best way, pure, sweet, and full of heart. But of course, while they were out there living their best lives, someone was watching, and not with love in their heart. Yep, there's still one person out here holding on to that last name like it's the last word in the story.
The two of us, we can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Oh, but hold up. This story just flipped in a whole new direction. While Papoose and Claressa Shields were out in Hawaii living their sun-soaked romantic dream, there was something even bigger supposed to go down. Word on the street is, this wasn't just any vacation. Pap had planned this trip for a while, and it wasn't just about palm trees and sunsets. He allegedly wanted to make a major move, finalizing his divorce from Remy Ma before the getaway, so he could ask Claressa to marry him on Valentine's Day. Imagine it, Hawaii's warm breeze, waves crashing in the background, the sky turning pink and gold, and Pap dropping down on one knee with a ring glinting under the moonlight. Sounds like a movie, right? It could have been magical. But guess who threw a wrench in the whole thing? Yep, Remy Ma. Just when Pap thought he was closing that chapter for good, Remy reportedly started slowing things down. Even though she'd made it clear she had moved on, suddenly she's dragging her feet. And why? Because her situation with Easy the Block Captain isn't going as planned. Now she's second-guessing everything and realizing she may have let go of something real. Watching Pap pour love and loyalty into Claressa, the way he once did for her, has got to sting. Let's not forget, Pap was Remy's rock. He stood by her through thick and thin, especially while she was behind bars. He kept her name relevant, defended her reputation, and stayed loyal. And now, that same devotion is going to Claressa. Like when he performed for her during one of her major boxing matches, walking her into the ring like a queen. That wasn't just love, that was a message, a clear one. And it looks like Remy wasn't ready to see it delivered.
And I'm a trained killer. Literally, like, fuck boxer. I'm a trained killer. So it'd be like, they be talking about these girls, and it's like, I don't do no 30-second fights. 30 seconds? I'm gonna wear your ass out. Listen, you give me 3 minutes with any of them girls, it's gonna be bad. Two 2 minutes, it's gonna be back. That's why I'd be like, what the hell?
Champ, y'all see what's going on? It's about to get ugly.
It's about to get real ugly and not for me.
Let's break this down for real, because this whole situation isn't just about heartbreak or an ex who can't let go. There's something deeper going on here. Remy Ma dragging her feet on signing those divorce papers is giving "what are you really afraid of" vibes. And according to the word going around, this might not be about love at all, it could be all about the money. Yep. People are saying Remy might be holding off on the divorce because she knows Papoose could come for spousal support. And let's be honest, she's not trying to open her wallet if she doesn't have to. If you know anything about how divorce works, then you know this could turn into a legal mess real quick. See, Pap was the one holding it down for years. And in court, when a marriage ends, especially one where there's a big gap in earnings, they take everything into account. How long you were married, the financial difference, who made sacrifices, and who helped build the other person's success. In their case, they weren't just a couple for a few years. They were together for nearly 2 decades. Started dating in 2004, married in 2008, over the phone while she was in prison, and stayed married until 2023. That's 19 years of commitment. While Remy was serving time, Pap never left her side. He waited 6 long years and was still standing strong when she came home in 2014. He even threw her a beautiful wedding in 2015 for the world to see. By 2018, they had their daughter, Reminisce. So now, after everything he gave up for her, if Pap files for support, he might just be owed something. And Remy knows it. That's why she's stalling. Not for love, but to protect her bank account. Let's be honest, if Pap wasn't entitled to a dime, those papers would have been signed already.
Are the most amazing, beautiful, sexy, smart, intelligent woman I ever met in my life. I love you more than anything in the world, as you know.
You want to know if I'll marry you again?
What I want to say is, will you marry me again?
Let's be real for a second. If anyone deserves some kind of financial support after this breakup, it's Papoose. He stood by Remy Ma through her toughest moments, especially while she was behind bars. He didn't just visit her and send letters. He paused his life, stayed loyal, and kept her name alive in the game. Now that the relationship is ending and the topic of money is on the table, it's not looking too good for Remy. This is where things start to get complicated. Remy's estimated net worth is sitting around $4 million. Meanwhile, Pap's finances aren't even close to that. And trust, Remy is well aware of the difference. That's probably why she's been dodging the divorce papers. The second she signs them, she opens the door to alimony, and that could hit her hard financially. Now, let's look at where her income comes from. She's been making money from her music. Even though she never reached the commercial levels of Nicki Minaj or Cardi B, she's held her own. She's been a regular on reality shows like Love and Hip Hop, earning steady checks. Then there are her clothing lines, brand deals, and royalties. From her 2006 album, There's Something About Remy. She's even picked up a few BET Award nominations and 1 win. Through it all, Pap was there, supporting her, sacrificing his own moves, and taking care of their family. So now that she's the one with the bigger paycheck, it's looking like she'll be the one writing the checks if this divorce finalizes. And that's likely why she's hitting pause. She's not trying to be on the hook for monthly payments, plain and simple.
I want to thank God first and foremost. I've been through a lot. To everybody who think there's no such thing as second chances, I'm here to tell you that's a lie.
Let's be honest. Remy Ma didn't just disappear when she was in prison. Even while locked up, she stayed active in the music world. She kept dropping mixtapes and doing everything she could from behind bars to stay relevant. But let's not ignore the key player behind all that, Papoose. While Remy was serving her sentence, Pap was out here hustling hard. He wasn't just sitting around waiting for her to come home. He made sure her name stayed in people's mouths. He was handling the business side, calling contacts, spreading her music, and doing the behind-the-scenes work that kept her career alive. That wasn't just a sign of love. It was real effort, and it played a major part in her financial comeback. 6. Years is a long time for any artist to be away, especially in hip-hop. Most rappers would have faded into the background, but not Remy. When she came home in 2014, her fans were still there, ready and waiting. Why? Because Papoose kept the fire burning. He moved like a one-man team, working non-stop to make sure her return was strong. So now that she's the one bringing in the big checks, folks are saying it's only fair for Pap to get his share. He didn't just support her emotionally. He put in the work to make sure she had something to come back to. And when it comes to alimony, the courts don't forget those kinds of sacrifices. Remy's not the only one who gave something in that relationship. Pap gave everything.
Were you surprised when Papoose wanted to marry you?
No.
After you got sentenced, because you just knew he was, you just knew he was on it.
Yeah. Nah.
And I thought that was like a real stand-up thing to do.
He's one of a kind. I could definitely say that.
When Remy Ma walked out of prison in 2014, she wasn't just returning to her normal life. She was stepping into a bigger spotlight than ever before. And guess who was right there, making sure her return was unforgettable? Papoose. He didn't just greet her at the gates with love. He helped launch her comeback like a true partner. The two didn't just reunite behind closed doors either. They brought their story to the screen. VH1's Love and Hip Hop New York became their stage, and the world got a front row seat to their journey. This wasn't just about Remy's return to fame. Pap became a fan favorite in his own right. He wasn't just a background character. He was a main player. People tuned in not just to follow Remy's next move, but to watch how they moved as a couple. Their bond, their struggles, and their everyday life together pulled viewers in. Their chemistry was real, their moments were raw, and the love they shared kept people coming back each week. And let's not forget, those episodes were bringing in real money. Papoose wasn't just along for the ride. He was helping drive the ship. Together, they built more than a storyline. They built a brand. Spin-offs, appearances, and business deals followed, all fueled by the strength of their relationship. So, when people say Pap didn't help bring in that VH1 money, they're missing the whole picture. He wasn't just standing next to Remy, he was fully invested. He showed up, showed love, and showed the world that he was more than just support. He was part of the reason for their success.
It was dope. Besides the great performances, it was like one small, tiny, itsy-bitsy incident with Ra and one of Yandy's friends, but it was nothing.
Trying to sweep someone under the rug?
It was like one little fight. Nowhere near me, like a football field.
When Remy Ma launched her clothing line, the Remy Ma collection, back in 2018, it was more than just about fashion. It was about sending a powerful message. But behind the scenes, helping make sure the world heard that message loud and clear, was none other than Papoose. This wasn't just a regular clothing line. Part of the profits went towards supporting women and families affected by incarceration, something that Remy personally experienced and deeply cared about. The mission behind the brand was meaningful, but good intentions alone don't sell clothes. You need marketing, visibility, and consistent promotion. That's where Pap came in strong. He didn't just watch from the sidelines while Remy handled business. He stepped up and helped push the line into the spotlight. Pap wore pieces from the men's collection at public events, promoted the brand on social media, and helped get people talking. The kind of effort he put in? That's the type of promo brands usually spend serious money on, but Remy didn't have to hire an influencer. She already had one at home. Whenever there were launch events, interviews, or appearances, Papoose made sure the brand was front and center. He wasn't just supporting from the background, he was actively involved, treating her business like it was his own. So when people talk about how Remy made power moves with her fashion line, let's not forget who was helping carry that weight. A big part of that success was built on Pap's dedication, effort, and love. His support wasn't quiet, it was constant. And that kind of loyalty played a major role in helping her shine.
Presence, Miss Remy Ma, Mr. Papoose, really the hip-hop's Hollywood couple right now. Y'all need your own show. That's what everybody's...
If there's one thing that truly shows how loyal Papoose is, it's how he stepped up for Remy Ma's son while she was behind bars. During the years Remy was serving her sentence, her son, Jason Scott, was still a teenager trying to figure out life. Instead of leaving him to handle things on his own, Papoose stepped in and became a full-time father figure. Taking care of a child is a huge responsibility, but raising someone else's son, especially while your partner is in prison, takes a different kind of love and commitment. Pap made sure Jason had everything he needed: support, guidance, and a stable home. He didn't just help out here and there. He became the person Jason could depend on every day. But even with all that love and structure, life can still take a wrong turn. In 2021, things took a heartbreaking shift when Jason was arrested and charged with first-degree murder in connection with a deadly shooting in Queens, New York. The news shocked everyone and left the family devastated. It was a painful moment for Papoose, who had tried so hard to steer Jason in the right direction. He poured so much into making sure Jason stayed focused and out of trouble. But sometimes, no matter how much effort you put in, outside influences can still win. Pap wasn't just holding things down while waiting for Remy to return. He was raising her child, managing their home, and doing everything he could to keep the family strong. You can't measure that kind of love or dedication.
3-year-old Jason Scott has been arrested in connection to a in Queens that dates back to 2021. Investigators are looking into the possibility that it was a...
After all these years, that Remy Ma and Papoose finally done call it quits. That man got sick of her. Like, ma'am, I sat here all this time and waited on you as a man. Because, you know, that's what women do. That's what women would wait on you. But a man, after you got sentenced, matter of fact, before you even got sentenced, men move on. And they be having about 5, 6, 7, 10 women lined up quick. But this man waited on you while you was locked up. They wouldn't let you out. And I'm talking about he got him a little thunder. Sis is young, pretty. She got her own thing going on, so it ain't like it's one of these little fans or nothing, baby. You up against something. Yeah. And you hurt. Now, you probably was the one in the relationship that was the abusive one. You probably was mental abuse. That man probably was real chill mode. You probably did him real dirty behind closed doors. And he stuck in the paint and stayed with you while you did him dirty. But now it's over with, baby. Karma is something else. Yeah, karma. Matter of fact, it ain't even karma. It's just that man know his worth and he leaving you where you stand at. Back there. Yeah, ain't no more us. Baby, take that ring off. Take it off, baby, take it off.
This divorce situation is becoming more complicated, and it's clear that Remy Ma is dragging her feet on purpose. She knows exactly what she's doing. By refusing to sign the papers, she's trying to avoid having to pay alimony to Papoose. It's obvious she doesn't want him to get that money, and the longer she stalls, the more frustrated Papoose gets. But the person feeling the most pressure in all of this is Claressa Shields. Claressa isn't just waiting around while this divorce holds things up. She wants to move forward with Papoose and build a life together. For her, this isn't just a fling. She's fully committed to him. Claressa has no problem showing the world how much she loves him, calling him her king, and supporting him in every way she can. She's all in, and she wants to be with him for the long run. Remy, on the other hand, can't ignore the fact that if Papoose marries Claressa, it would mean the end of everything she had with him. This is why Remy is taking so long to finalize the divorce. She doesn't want to let go. But now the question is, how much longer can she keep delaying this before it all blows up in her face?
Pisces, I love really, really, really hard. But I'm happy to, love somebody who want to, love somebody back. You know what I'm saying? He is just such a sweetheart. Ain't nobody tell him to tie my goddamn boot either, but he said it wasn't laced right, so he laced it right. It was so funny.
Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support, you know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other. But I don't know, it's kind of one of those things I was like, I want to keep him all to myself.
Claressa Shields is out here living her best life with Papoose, but there's one big issue. Remy Ma just can't seem to let go. It's confusing, right? How can someone move on with a whole new relationship, with a man who has already found someone else but still refused to finalize a divorce? There's definitely something strange going on here. And it's not just Papoose feeling the pressure. Claressa is getting fed up too. She's been showing Pap love and support, standing by his side through all of this. But how long is she supposed to keep waiting? At some point, enough is enough. If Remy truly wanted to move on, she would have signed those papers by now. So why is she still holding on to this marriage that seems to be over? Some people think she's just being petty, trying to stop Pappy. from moving on because she knows he's finally found someone who values him. Others believe it's more about money than anything else. Let's not forget that Papoose held Remy down while she was in prison, making sure she had a career when she got out. Now that Remy has her own success and money, is she worried that Papoose might go after alimony? While Remy stalls, Claressa is showing Papoose what real love looks like. She's calling him her king and treating him like he deserves to be treated, but she's not going to wait forever. Claressa doesn't deal with drama or games, and she's definitely not going to wait around for an ex who won't finalize a divorce. The real question now is, what's Papoose going to do if Remy keeps dragging her feet? At some point, he has to decide. Does he keep waiting for a woman who won't let go, or does he take control of his life and force the issue? And if this situation continues, will Claressa stick around, or will she walk away? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Remy is holding on because she wants Papoose back, or is she just trying to avoid paying alimony? And do you think Claressa will keep waiting, or is she about to move on?